This is the new BMW G310 RR, newly introduced into the Indian market 2 months ago, and it is your entry into the world of BMW Motorrad, the home to one of the most successful bikes in the world, such as the BMW S1000 RR, which it takes its inspiration from, as you can see on the decals. So today I'm going to give you an overview and tell you how it rides. So starting from the front, this bike runs on Michelin Street tires, which provide ample grip in the dry, but they may provide less grip in the wet as they do not have the tread for wet highway driving. Then we move ahead. The bike has dual xenon headlights, which provide ample lighting and even in the dark, and I feel that they are sufficient enough for most riders. Moving ahead, we see these rear view mirrors. These provide good view of the back at city driving speeds and also during highway riding. But we want that because this bike is a 310cc engine, it produces higher vibrations, and at higher revs, these mirrors tend to vibrate a lot. So you may not be able to see what's going on behind you. Moving on, we see this has a non-adjustable front windscreen, which provides enough wind redirection over your head at normal city speeds, but anything above 60 kilometers per hour, if you're not wearing a helmet, it may be difficult to see and you may need a helmet to keep your eyes open. Moving ahead to the handlebar, this handlebar is light and it is welcoming. On our left, we have controls to control the digital TFT display, which I will show you now. So the entry is BMW Motorrad, make life a ride, and it has different modes such as rain, sport, track, and urban. So the bike changes its throttle response and various other characteristics depending on which mode it is, and the full power, that is the 34 horsepower of this engine, is available in the sport and the track modes, whereas it is limited to 24 horsepower in urban and wet mode or the rain mode. Then if we talk about the handlebar more, it has non-adjustable clutch levers and the brake lever, but you'll have to put aftermarket levers for them to be adjustable. We have your horn, we have our hazards, we have our headlights and your indicators as well. And of course here is the ignition, and this is your throttle lever, which is welcoming, and even when you're wearing gloves like I did today while riding this bike, I did not feel that it was too small to even for hands which are big as mine, and I think that it provides enough confidence in you while you're riding the bike to properly grip the bike even in damp conditions. Then moving on to the fuel tank, it has a capacity of 12 liters, and as you may have already seen this color, the G310RR race and the BMW badging, it comes at a premium, and it is derived and inspired from its big brother, the S1000RR. And these colors, if you are a veteran of the automotive industry, you would know that these colors represent the M division of BMW Motorrad and BMW as well. So I must say that the white complemented by the blue and the red looks stunning, and it is unfortunately coming at a premium of around 30,000, and the cost of the bike I will tell you later. Then moving on to the engine, some specs that I would like to tell you. It is a single cylinder 4-valve water cooled engine producing 34 horsepower and 27 Newton meters of torque, like I told you, and the full power of 34 horsepower is only available in the track and the sport mode, whereas it is only 24 horsepower in the urban and the rain mode, which I think is a lot less than someone who is buying this bike would like to enjoy, but it does give you that confidence that you will not slip in damp conditions. Then if you talk about track mode, this would be my favorite mode, as the throttle response is very sharp and quick, and it is not janky at all. It provides ample amount of reassurance to the driver, and it is easier to nip through traffic even in first and second gear, and the bike does not bog down in second gear as well. Then if we talk about the seat has ample cushioning, and the seat does not change with the different driving modes, so you can ride it for long distances, even highway riding, city riding over bumps, as you know our Indian roads. So this I would say is the best part about the bike, apart from the engine of course, and I do not feel that it should be a nuisance to anybody new or experienced in the driving market. Then if we move on, these are the tail lights, which are my favorite part of this bike. as they give that sporty and angular look, and I really feel that they are well accompanied by these LED tail light, LED indicators, which I will switch on now. And yes, I feel that this style and this design of the bike from the back is especially striking, and I would like to give props to BMW for doing that. Then we move to the exhaust. The exhaust is not very loud, which may or may not be to your liking, and I'm going to start the bike now to show you how it sounds. That was the exhaust note of the BMW G310RR. So finally, let's talk about the price of the BMW G310RR. The ex-showroom price of this bike is 2.7 lakhs, ranging up to 3.15 lakhs. I feel it is appealing to the Indian youth and the young urban professionals of the country. And the brand name of BMW, along with its characteristics, give it a unique leverage in the Indian bike market. And in my opinion, get yourself a BMW in your life and make life a ride.